All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, the great millstone that do the will, and Shalom to the occupants for this word, which is sincerity and charity. Without further ado, let's hop to the lesson. I want to title this lesson, well, it's called Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiasticus 24, 25 and 24. Let's read it. Where's it 24 and 25? We'll see in a second. Of the woman came the beginning of all sin. Yeah. We'll call it, through the women we all fall. Yes, sir. It's like, I'll tell the lesson, through the women we all fall. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. And it doesn't, I was just scrolling through TikTok lives. I didn't really interact much. I did interact, but all I said was quoted this scripture. And you can see the demons wild up in the woman. This so-called Ghanaian woman, she could be a Jake, she could be a Hamite. My bet is she's a Jake, just from her attitude alone, right? Yeah, my bet is she's a Jake from her attitude alone. Because usually Hamite women, they're under control, man. They get the program. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is whack them around a couple times and you straight. It's like, that was a joke. That was a joke. But she quoted the scripture earlier, and when I spent a lot of time just watching them speak and just seeing how they're going. And, she's a so-called Christian, and what you need to know about these so-called black Christians is that they're the most dishonest, unknowing, ignorant motherfuckers out there. All they do is gainsay against the word, and oh man, I really don't. I don't appreciate these Christians, like these black Christians, man. They will deter you so far from the Bible, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. I mean, I get it because I was one at some point. You know what I'm saying? I did identify as a Southern Baptist Christian, where, that pride hits them, where they think they should know something, which they don't know, and rather than humble themselves and look it up and find the truth of the matter, they dig deeper into the folly, and they have no issue. Oh, Slakia. My audio might be fucking up a little bit, but they have no issue with lying and gainsaying against. Hold on. See if I look at the word gainsay. Oh, this is how much I speak. So it therefore in your hearts not to meditate before what ye shall answer. I'm sorry, it's Luke 21:15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay or resist, nor resist. Which, I mean, not what I was looking for, but it does help. Which, I said one thing against it, and the demons in her was acting up immediately. She was like, "Sir, saying it is scriptural, that the world's ending," which, in a way, she's wrong, right, but also wrong, right? In the way she meant to, like, oh, this world's gonna end, the human race is gonna be over, right? Nah. If you subscribe to Hebrew Israelites, you know very well that the world is ending, but in the new world it'll be beginning through Yahweh Shai, right? But let me, before I get that verse, right? Actually, Esau. Oh my goodness. Yeah, here's 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 9, where Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So yes, I do believe the world is ending. It is scriptural that the world is ending, but not with the ending of the entirety of the human race. You know what I'm saying? And that's what women want. Like, I mean, at least that's what feminism is, right? Let's say if feminists did dominate, this world will die. The world is dying. Not necessarily just because of feminism, but it's one of the death heaves, the side effects, you know what I'm saying? of a society that's falling and crashing. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why women are under men. They're lesser than men. You know what I'm saying? But let's go back to the scripture. Through the woman, through her we all die. Right? That is. You know, it happened at the beginning. In Genesis chapter 3 verse, what is it? Chapter 3 verse 3 with Miss Eve, right? Miss Eve, she bit through the tree. Sorry, apple. Apple. Let's just start at verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which Yahweh had, which the Lord Yahweh had made, and he said unto the woman, yea, have Yahweh said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. But the fruit tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh said, Yahweh have said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. So this shows that that the knowledge was imparted to her not to touch the food, right, by her husband. You know what I'm saying? But she went against it and she listened to the serpent, and the serpent steered her off in the wrong direction, and she ate of it. Right here in Genesis chapter 3 verse 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, which, that could be the word devoured as well. Hold up, slack here. Because, one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband, which her, and he did eat, right? So she devoured the food. Hold on, let me confirm that first, right? Because that word desire is also the word for devour. You know what I mean? I'm certain, but I'm gonna confirm it first, right? I'm sorry, this is the wrong verse. Slack it. But I guess I was wrong. Covet pleasant, beauty, delectable things. Slack it. Yeah, I guess I was wrong. We'll look into that another day. But still, back to the verse. She caused Adam to eat of that, and then once Yahweh returned, he granted many curses upon us, and one of those being death. We shall return to the dust. Oh no! It's like I'm doing this while driving, like a fool. Oh no, fool. Slakia. And the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, and all, till thou return unto the ground. For out of it was thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. So we die because of this sin. We die because of this sin. She caused her husband to die because of this sin, to go against the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That was the beginning of sin. And it happened many times over with Solomon and David and many other things. Because I heard was it Yashawamba? I hope that's his name. I hope I'm quoting him correctly. I hope it was him. But was it Bathsheba? I believe her name was. Yes, Solomon's mother, I believe. But she was bathing where she could be seen, right? You're not supposed to be out here openly showing your body, for one, because your body belongs to your husband. And that enticed David. And David did something very horrible to Uriah. He sent Uriah up to the front lines to be killed. And then David took his wife to wife, took Uriah's wife to wife. That was a great sin that he committed. You know what I'm saying? And the way this topic started, right? The way it seemed like the prompt they were going over was the lack of birth rates, right? Which, I mean, it doesn't get covered often, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's just one of the side effects of feminism and all the shit that state of the world that Esau made. Like, no one wants to live in Esau's world at all. What is that? No one wants to live in Esau's world. Like what they made. No one, all these Western shits, man. No one wants to create children here. No one wants to make, no one wants to plant here. Really, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people do because they have to. They want all the nice things like cars and shit like that. But everybody here is worried. Even the rich is worried. The rich, they're preparing for the end of the world right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, birth rates is going down, and feminism is included in that. We're going down with this matriarchy. We're going. We realize this feminism shit is no one's actually realized it, but you know what I'm saying. Part of the reason is like all this shit that American values is not American. Yeah, Babylon the Great values and American values as well. It's these goddamn women, man. I guarantee you, man. Like, not that I want America would last by, you know what I'm saying, but it would have lasted a whole lot longer. We just didn't listen to these goddamn women. Because women have no issue making shit up and say, yeah, this works. Women will confuse you. There's a reason why they're told not to speak on biblical matters or in religious matters in churches. You know what I'm saying? Their job is just to learn. These women will confuse the fuck out of you. You know what I mean? And so this is like, I'm not, this is all speculation for me, right? I need to do research to back it up. But like, you know what I'm saying? In a sense, women are the reason why Esau exists. Because, without that situation, Cain probably would have never been able to slay Abel and start this unrighteous line. You know what I'm saying? This line of unrighteousness. You know what I'm saying? Saying with Esau, and well, I can't really blame women for Esau. Yeah, I recant that. I mean, I gotta do some research on it, definitely. But had that whole situation happened, we probably wouldn't. We wouldn't have sinned. I don't know, probably we wouldn't have sinned. There's a lot of shit that men do for women that just makes us go off. That's why she's the beginning of sin. Like, they are so opposite to the natural order of things. That's why I put over them, man. We gotta watch over these little children. That's what women are compared to us. They're children. That's why I had some frustration, because it's like arguing with children. You know what I'm saying? That being said, I'm I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kakwadash. Love and honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and do the will of Shalom to the prophets, and those Akim, and spread this word of true, sincere charity. Risk our lives doing so. Shalom, Kwana Sharala, Wa Abadabal.